Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Purdy Investor. It's a crazy day in the market. We're currently looking at the VIX and it is going a bit nuts. We're back up to 28 over 28 now, closing 29. The market closes in 30 minutes. And as you can see, it does not look pretty. We've had a day of massive rhetoric from Trump and his cabinet. Long story short, they have basically signaled that things are not basically going well. Negotiations are not really taking place. There's a few conversations behind the scenes, but nothing is really moving forward. Iran is not really wanting to come to the table to negotiate a peace deal, a actual agreeable way forward. And then Trump saying extreme rhetoric like we're going to hit him hard, we're going to keep hitting them, and they better give up, they better not do anything silly. He just keeps using inflammatory language. Let me see if I can pull up what he actually said. It was earlier today, and the market hasn't recovered since. So a few highlights: gifted oil from Iran, number one, and number two, about 10 tankers full. He also said he thought the oil prices would go up higher and the market would drop more, which it now has done. So thanks, Trump, the market has dropped. So I'm going to be buying this dip today and tomorrow and this weekend, probably Monday as well. But that's where we are. Things are definitely dropping again lower. But yeah, I was at a big cabinet meeting this morning where he said a lot of stuff. And this is funny, since the war started, S&P 500 is down 6.1%. Bitcoin is down 20%, and he said it should be down more. That's kind of the reaction really from the marketplace, and it feels like we're getting close to having actual American boots on the ground. Most likely, you'll probably see huge bombing campaigns along the coast, and then perhaps taking control of the actual coastline will come after that. But the market right now is pricing in. There's no deal. The VIX is up. We might hit 30 today or tomorrow. Friday might be a bloodbath, or who knows, maybe he'll tweet tonight that they have a deal, because that's how these things go. Bitcoin 68,000, Nasdaq 23,000, down about 2%, SPX down about 1.6%. So a lot of down. We're now back to this level we were last Friday or last Thursday. Yeah. Then of course Trump saved the market with the rhetoric he puts in over the weekend is insane, and he'll probably do the same thing this weekend. But the market gave him a few days here to believe peace would come, and then you can see here we just realized there's no deal. Iran has not given up. They rejected the claims. They give 5 points back themselves, and they did not really meet in the middle. It's like both sides, America's asking too much, and Iran's asking too much. Iran is asking for guarantees of no further conflict. You're never going to get that. There's no way we can guarantee we're not going to come and hit you hard for not playing ball with the rest of the world and the Middle East. Your VU is down 1.6% as well. Of course, SPX down at 595. We zoom out to the yearly chart, get a better look at it. Again, we're seeing that rounded top forming up here. And we're now down lower, of course. So I'll keep an eye on our different levels here. So how far can we go in the daily chart? It could range down again to like this 588, potentially, of course. Not a lot of resistance after this little spike here. It'd be wild to see us drop all the way to 563, but it's definitely possible. That brings you back to this like measured move really here, 570, which is insane. But these are good levels to buy at. Buying in, dollar cost averaging. This is not a bad strategy if you're a long-term investor. Day trading, I mean, good luck to you. You're going to get butchered. But it's a 7% increase just to buy in here and get that. It's better than buying here, right? You don't want to buy the top, you want to buy the dips. This is definitely buying the dip. On the weekly chart, we are touching the first moving average. If we don't hold this, that's when you could see, okay, we're going to break this moving average and drop all the way back down, perhaps this moving average. And that's what everyone's watching. QQQ likewise, similarly breaking that, dropping down in the weekly, same sort of thing. It looks exact same. Some of the most important stocks, price of oil first, and IGV. IGV has given up all of its returns this past 3 months, which is kind of sad, really, because it was doing so well. It recovered so well, and now it's just capitulated back down into this realm. So opportunity to buy perhaps, but it gave up this return on the weekly. Yeah, I mean, it's retesting. Maybe it'll catch a bounce, but we'll see. And then price of oil likewise is back over $101 for Brent crude. So yeah, quite a lot of weakness across there. Now the Mag 7 Meta get absolutely butchered today. Biggest news was they spent at least 115 billion on AI infrastructure, on data centers, and also they were found guilty by a judge for their algorithm, how their social media platform like YouTube is causing quite a large addiction problem, and they've been found guilty of that lawsuit. Jury finds Meta liable here in a separate US trial. It's an LA jury, maybe he can appeal it. It's only 6 million damages for youth social media harm. So we'll see how this goes. Meta plans appeal, of course they do. But what you're looking at Meta all-time chart on the weekly here, we've broken down past the 100-day moving average. After that, we get close to the 200. So this is, in my opinion, a good buy the dip hold for a long time. I really like what I see here with Meta. It's one I've always wanted to buy more of. I don't own enough of it. I wish I'd have bought it, of course, heavily here back in 2022 when it was down at $80 a share. I know a lot of folks made a lot of money off of that. But like this is crazy because when it drops, that's one day, right? One day. Those are weeks. Sorry, those are weeks. So this could fall even further, and this could be a great time to buy to see Meta go from maybe $500 all the way back up to like all-time highs, possibly even higher, of course, because we want to see these things go higher. It could go up to like $1,000 per share. That's what people keep saying. And then of course there's a massive pay package for the C-suite. If they can execute their plan and double or triple the business, they get a huge payday. NVDA has been chopping around again on the lower end of its range, down to about 172, and it's still holding that range of plus 170. I feel like if it breaks 170 and begins to slope down, that's where you'll see panic and people buying that dip. But it keeps chopping down up. Maybe this is a swing trade. It didn't quite get back up to all-time highs here February. Kind of broke this structure. But I like NVIDIA, would like to own a lot more of it. May buy this dip as well for the future. I want to buy Meta and hold it and build a nice core position of NVIDIA for the future. Tesla down. Everything's just getting wrecked on the charts. Go back to the daily chart. Yeah, I mean, you can look at that. So yeah, everything's bleeding red day because of Trump, Iran, the war, and his policies. He keeps saying short excursions, short conflict, while they're in the middle of a massive boom. And my problem with that is like, well, if you're in the middle of a massive boom, don't disrupt it, and you've disrupted it. So I get, we can't let them have nukes, but like, you can't believe everything you hear, right? So AppLovin down 10%. Let's refresh this. Cypher, Rocket Lab getting hit down hard as well. Rocket Lab will most likely have a huge lift with the SpaceX IPO, so I would like to own more of this. It's been chopping along that 100-day moving average. It could work down and test this 200-day moving average and bounce up higher, but yet really accumulating anything around this range is not a bad idea for Rocket Lab. Same goes for Robinhood. All these higher beta stocks that have been performed well the past couple of years could do better. ONS is breaking that important line right there, but it's been a sweetheart for the past few months, and I bought $3. I don't really want to take the profits yet. I want to let that one run and build out his position. NBIS is getting not a lot of love today, down bad, but these are all great companies. You could buy the dip and hold these companies for a long time. Palantir, what's green, what's doing well? Figma, Black Sky, Satal. It's had a really good year, but this is a huge burst up, should deflate down. RVI, Robin Ventures Fund, likewise catching a huge bid because of the potential to buy into private markets, best thing to call it. It kind of goes with your The biggest loser is probably going to be the VCX. There it is, the VCX. This one here is the fundraise one, which gives you access to SpaceX, Anthropic, OpenAI, and other ones. Now this has been an insane rally up to like what 563, and now it's reversed down to 247. And by all rights, it's still too high, and yeah, more room to drop. So that's really it, guys. Going to keep it short and sweet, 10-minute video. The market's dropping tomorrow. Might drop even further if we don't get any like news from Trump and his team tonight. I'm expecting damage control by Trump to hit over the weekend, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get a Friday end of day bad news, like market closes at 4 and Trump and Israel going harder on Iran with bigger military campaigns and then potential limited boots on the ground. And that gives him a few days, gives him Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday he can begin to do damage control. Or Monday, he can let Monday, open up and then begin his damage control. Because the plan is, of course, it all revolves around the Strait of Hormuz, right? ST of Hormuz. Everything revolves around this area. And that's the problem. Let me make it bigger. And we want to see, you could see military take control of this area here with the United Arab Emirates. If he can get control of this area and get oil flowing again, and that's where you could see several thousand military personnel taking control of this, but they might blow the absolute life out of this whole place first. So I think that could happen on Friday. It looks like we're heading that way. We've got no positive news. Everything's so negative. Yeah, if there was going to be a peace talk in reversal, it would have sort of began today, but it looks like we're slipping towards this way. So yeah, hope that helps, guys. And again, do your homework, not financial advice. Just know what you own and know why you own it. We're all in this together, and I'm definitely going to be buying this dip. Cheers. Peace.